What's up everyone, Rogue Console here, back with another video. I've compiled 5 tips for you that will help you play more effectively in Supremacy. Without further delay, let's get right into the video. Number 1. Rush the center command post. Most, if not all, Capital Supremacy maps have an exact symmetrical layout on the Battlefront. Your team will have 2 capture points close to you, one towards the left and the other towards the right, same with the enemy team. However, the 5th capture point, in most cases capture point C, is always positioned in the center of the map. Whoever controls this center point of the map at the start of the game will give their team a huge advantage in not only racking up reinforcements, but also gaining a battlefield advantage in having a strong forward command posts. From this capture point, you can easily access all other capture points in the map. When you start your game, don't follow your team by going to the nearest capture point. Instead, always rush straight towards capture point C. However, do brace yourself for an intense fight, as there will be enemy AIs and potentially enemy human players who had the exact same idea as you. With luck, you will have your team there to help you soon, but in the meantime, you will need to hold your ground long enough until they arrive. Or you may just be able to capture the command post yourself, depending on your gunplay and battlefield awareness. Tip number 2. Flanking on capital ships. Now this is mainly for the capital ship phase. You will see many, if not all, of your fellow teammates taking the most obvious route to the core of the enemy ship, completely oblivious to the 4 or 5 other routes you can take to reach the enemy's core. Use these routes to get behind your enemy and cause massive damage. This will also allow your team to make that push to the capital ship core. Now, not only can you flank when attacking, you can also do the same when defending. Get behind the enemy lines and disrupt their flow of reinforcements. For those who saw my Troll Decker video will also know exactly what I'm talking about here. Link to that video will be at the end. Tip number 3. Wasting heroes. Now this means 2 things. Firstly, when you're lucky enough to grab a hero, make the most out of it. Each team is allowed 2 active heroes on the battlefront at any given time, meaning if you're out there being completely useless or wandering around, the 2 enemy heroes will outnumber your team and allied hero and use that opportunity to dominate the battlefront. Don't give the enemy that opportunity. Whenever possible, use your hero to take out enemy heroes. Of course, count your odds before doing so. If you don't have any allies around you, or you feel you can't go one-on-one against an enemy hero, play defensively until help arrives. Whenever you are not playing as a hero, do your best to delay the enemy. Don't worry too much if they manage to kill you. As long as you delayed them or done at least 1/3 of damage, you were the successful one in that encounter. Tip number 4. Flanking on the ground. Now I made this separate to flanking on the capital ship. When you're on the ground, the gameplay is completely dynamic and control of the battlefront is ever changing. Whenever you notice the enemy is constantly holding on to 3 or 4 or even all 5 objective points, in most cases that is a good indicator that your team is probably not going to win this ground phase. However, it's not impossible. Grab a speeder, maybe even play as an officer with a shield. Head towards the far back objective points, plonk down your shield and defend with your life. Good gunplay is required here, as you will come across enemy AIs and potentially enemy human players depending on how quick you can capture the objective. With a bit of luck, you may get a friendly spawn on you. By taking the back objective point, not only will you create a brand new spawn point, but your team will also be able to advance more comfortably from the default spawn point. Smart plays like this could change the tide in your favour. Tip number 5. Make use of instant action. Every Supremacy map can be played offline against a team of AI in instant action. Use this opportunity to learn the layout of the maps, discover certain flanking routes, or just test out new loadouts and weapons. The enemy AI make use of troopers, reinforcements and even heroes. DICE will also add vehicle AI soon to make it replicate the online PvP version of Supremacy. That ends the video of your 5 quick tips to help you play more effectively in Supremacy. I hope you're able to implement this in your games. Of course, every game is different. Your performance is heavily affected by how good your team is, or how good your enemy team is in fact. As always, if you like this video, press that like button, subscribe for more Battlefront 2 content. Take care, and I'll see you on the Battlefront.